my name is Deborah Schultz, and on today's video I'm gonna share with you my experience without coffee. So if you don't know me, I'm a huge coffee drinker. The reason why I decided to do that is like since this quarantine started, I started to rely on coffee for comforting, just because it was like a weird situation to be in the house all the time. I had all this, not that I had all this time because I have kids and I have to work still, but being in here like make me like some people like binge on food and they eat all day, and the way I felt is like I just wanted to drink coffee all day. It's something that I enjoy doing. I love coffee, but I started just drinking too much, and that started to affect me in a negative way. It wasn't drinking coffee just like for energy or for that feeling of go that coffee gives you, and instead it started giving me like more stress. I'm naturally a very anxious person, so that increased a lot, so to the point that was like too much for me to handle. Like my anxiety was so bad. I was almost having like panic attacks for no reason, like weird mood swings that I could control. Poor sleep that caused me to be very tired, so I couldn't fall asleep ever. So I was always tired during the day. Appetite changes and cravings. When I started to drink more coffee, I started to feel like more hungry, more than usual. Very weird, because I've never been like starving after eating even a large meal. And like some weird cravings for more sugar, for example, or more fatty foods. That's very comforting. And like the anxiety, as I said, and I was like very impatient with my kids. I know I have a toddler. It's very hard and challenging to be home with kids and have to work and do that. I have a lot of deadlines, and I have a very demanding work that needs my attention, so it's very hard for me to like focus on both. And I was getting a little impatient with my daughter because she needs attention, and I was getting very stressed, and the poor thing like think I was being like a bad mom. So for her, that's why I decided to stop drinking coffee, which I stopped over a week ago now. Because I was very impatient with her, and I think she deserves like more of me, even though I have a lot to do. I think I can make some time for her. So yeah, it was a challenge situation. So I decided that I think coffee was making me more anxious and more aggressive a little bit, so that's why I decided to stop drinking it. Didn't stop cold turkey. I started decreasing the amount I was drinking, so I wouldn't feel the headaches. I quit coffee before, and the headaches are awful. So by decreasing slowly throughout the week, like a week before, it helped a little. But the withdrawal symptoms are there. You're gonna have the headaches, and it's gonna be awful for at least 2 to 3 days. So I had that. First 2 days was very bad. The third got a little better, but I think for the first 5 days I had a little bit of that headache, but the first 2 were the worst. The cravings is still for the first 2 days, but then they went away. My hunger went back to normal. I feel satiated with a regular amount of food, so that's that. And anxious I was still for the first 2 days. I think the first 2 days were the worst. Like the withdrawal symptoms, like my anxiety got worse. I got a little emotional, very tired. So I was going to bed very early, making sure I get enough rest. If you need to stop exercising for these first 2 days, do it. So I didn't do it because, as I said, I'm very anxious, so I feel like I need to release that energy. If I don't, I get very uncomfortable. And if I give you a tip, is to drink enough water. Drink a lot more than you think you need, so the headache's not very bad. It helps a little. If you feel like you need a small amount of caffeine for the first 2 days too, like in tea or something, but I don't recommend. I prefer like to just decrease your coffee intake for the week before, and then you stop. If you truly need something for headaches and stuff, you can take pills, whatever, make you feel better, because having to be in the house with work and kids is already a lot, so we have to deal with headaches. Sometimes it's a little too much. I had to take maybe for the first day, and then I was able to handle it quite well. And what was the changes? How I'm feeling now without coffee? It's weird to say. But for the first day, I already had a great sleep. For the best one I had like in a long time. I don't even remember, even like before I got pregnant, because pregnancy, you don't sleep, right? So yeah, I had great sleep, which made me feel like more energetic. But the first 2 days, no. The first 2 days I was very tired still. But after that, more energy, stable mood. I was happier. For some reason, I don't know, and less anxious. That's big. That I was hoping the most, because I'm already naturally anxious. So feeling more relaxed was great, and feeling more patient with my kids and everything that I have to do with my deadlines, and makes me feel so much better and so much happier that I can handle it better. So yeah, more patient, more relaxed, and no cravings. I have no cravings for sweets, for example, so I just can be satisfied with my regular meals. So I think that was very important. And what I'm thinking about doing now is, I don't feel like I need to drink coffee, not for energy. I feel great. My concern was, like, I always thought that coffee would help me with the digestion in the morning, which it didn't change anything. So still the same. I haven't had a coffee since last Monday. Today's Tuesday, so over a week. I don't feel like drinking coffee. The smell of coffee, if a person is drinking coffee, I do have a desire to drink, but I don't feel like that. Before I was like out of control. I needed to drink at least like 5 or 6 cups of coffee, and I think now I can just handle like maybe one espresso, which is my goal. After I feel like I can drink again, maybe one espresso, and not every day, maybe like occasionally, maybe before I go do workouts, if I go for a sprint or a run, just to give that boost of energy. But I don't feel the need of be drinking constantly like I was. Now I just can drink a herbal tea, or just sip on water or sparkling water if I feel like the need of being occupied while I'm working. That's something like when you're working in the office or something. I used to bring like a cup of coffee, and I would drink that 1 cup all morning. And now because I'm home, I can fill it up all the time. So I was drinking like multiple cups, huge mugs of coffee, and that was causing me like so much anxiety, so much stress, and I know so much, like, yeah, I don't even know how to express my feelings, but it wasn't a good one, and I wasn't happy. It's causing me a little bit of depression, to be honest. I thought the depression was caused by like being home, being quarantined, and yeah, you're still in quarantine here in Illinois. But I was feeling a little depressed, and now that I'm not drinking coffee, I feel a lot happier. So I'm gonna still doing that, but I keep you guys updated if I go back drinking coffee, or if we're gonna extend this for longer, which I think I will, or if you're just gonna drink occasionally. So yeah, that's my video for today, and I hope you enjoyed. And if you're feeling that way, if you're drinking a lot of coffee, those are my tips. Take it easy, and I think that's it's a great option if you are having like a lot of anxiety like I am experienced or was experienced. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I see you next one, and I hope you're having an amazing day. I see you next one. Bye bye.